On the next Canine Corner, we'll learn about Reiki for pets and how it can help your dog. Plus, we'll check out the new Beach Animal Rehabilitation Center, and we'll tell you how you can give these two a forever home. All this coming up on the next Canine Corner. The Beach Animal Rehabilitation Center recently opened in Torrance. Let's check it out, learn about the company, and find out about the services they offer for pets. Watching Cody Mayhorter at the Beach Animal Rehabilitation Center, you probably wouldn't guess he wasn't walking after having surgery less than a year ago.
He literally couldn't walk. I mean, and it wasn't just that he was weak, it was almost like he had given up, didn't have any confidence, didn't seem to remember how to do things that he could do before the surgery.
After the surgery, Sydney began to lose hope about Cody's recovery, and that is when Bark turned things around.
We couldn't leave him alone. It was a constant source of worry and stress. What are we going to do with him? And the positive, environment, the positive attitude, the enthusiasm of all of the staff here is just what we needed, at the time. To really make us feel like we had a chance to have, the old Cody back.
The Beach Animal Rehabilitation Center offers a variety of services to help dogs get back on their paws.
The services we offer here are very similar to the services that a human would get after, say, surgery or an injury. It's basically rehabilitation, physical therapy, acupuncture. We do the physical therapy part, we do laser, ultrasound, electrical stimulation. We do nutrition consultations. We have an underwater treadmill, so we do hydrotherapy.
And Sydney believes her dog Cody wouldn't be walking today without the treatments from Bark.
Because he wouldn't be doing this today if we hadn't come here and started physical therapy. There's no way. This was not going to happen with me just working with him at home, and carrying him everywhere.
And seeing Cody walk into Bark and greet the team, it's easy to see how Bark helps dogs live a fuller life.
We improve the quality of life and we really make a difference. And we do it in a way that typically isn't addressed. Veterinary medicine, most veterinarians they're not able to take 90 minutes out to go over every inch of the dog. And we do that here, and we find where is the problem and we address the problem. And so we're able to really make a difference in the lives of these animals and their families too.
Dr. Vulgaris and Dr. Kramer work to make a difference in all of their patients' lives. Before becoming a pet physical therapist, Dr. Kramer was a physical therapist for humans. She found her way into the world of animal rehabilitation after her own dog suffered from an injury.
And so I started working on her, and it probably took about 2 weeks of doing some soft tissue work, some joint mobilization, some stretching. I made up some exercises for her, through the dog door like no big deal. I was like, he told me how many of those surgeries he did a month, and I thought, somebody needs to be doing rehab on pets. If mine needed it, then all these other ones probably could use it too.
And many other pets have benefited from the treatments offered by Bark. In addition to physical therapy exercises, Bark also implements holistic treatments like acupuncture.
So it can work locally for pain and brings blood flow and oxygen to the area and helps to clean up anywhere there's tissue damage.
The Beach Animal Rehabilitation Center uses a combination of treatments to help pets. One of the most interesting is the underwater treadmill, which helps pets walk.
The underwater treadmill is great for so many things. It's not for all patients, but it is really wonderful for re-educating the nervous system. We can reteach them how to walk. So a lot of dogs that have neurologic issues, we are able to repattern their gait in the underwater treadmill. And also it's very good for weight bearing and strengthening and weight loss. So there's all kinds of things that we can do in the underwater treadmill.
The underwater treadmill is beneficial because it helps pets regain strength in a non-weight bearing environment.
When an animal has some pain in their knee, the buoyancy of the water really helps them to bear weight again and get them back into movement.
Bark uses cutting-edge treatments, including a cool laser treatment to help pets.
Light waves vibrate at a certain frequency that have been shown to actually get into cells and start to repair the cells. It increases energy production in the cells, it changes the electricity around the cell, and it starts to repair the cell. So again, it's like all of the things that we're doing here, we're really helping with getting the body to be healthier, getting the tissues and the cells to be healthier, bringing blood flow to the area, oxygen. So it all works together in a synergistic way.
And the various treatments at Bark work together in a synergistic way to help each animal.
He's 9 years old, but he's got the energy of a 6-month-old, and it's really common for his breed to tear their ACLs. So he tore his ACL on his right leg a year and a half ago, and then we opted to have surgery, which was a bit challenging, and it was a long process. And then he tore his other ACL, so this time I decided to go the rehab route.
The team at Beach Animal Rehabilitation Center makes recommendations and treatment plans based on each dog's needs.
You know, there's always options, and you can always try rehab first because you can always do surgery later, you know, but surgery doesn't necessarily need to be the first thing that you choose.
Some dogs, you know, it's a very clear, you know, we know that they would benefit from surgery. We're a holistic practice, so I tend to, I don't always recommend surgery. Sometimes we know that surgery is the best way to go, and we certainly will tell, you know, owners that, you know, this is what we think. This is what we think will be the best outcome for your dog. But there are a lot of dogs that don't need to go to surgery. And there's a lot of dogs that aren't good candidates for surgery. I mean, there are risks involved in surgery.
And one pet owner has been down both the surgery route and physical therapy route with her dog.
Before we came here, even the leg that had the surgery he was limping on both legs. So on a scale of 1 to 10, every day he was limping like an 8 to 10. And every time he stood up, his body cracked and he didn't like to get up and down. Now on a daily basis, he limps at a 0. He has not limped in months. Like, he's back to being a puppy again. Even the leg that he had surgery on is much better. It's a miracle. If I could have done it all over again, I wouldn't have had surgery on the right leg. I would have just done physical therapy.
And the team at Bark works with each dog and their owner to find a treatment plan that fits each dog best.
We have to take every individual case and decide what is going to be the best outcome for this dog. And so sometimes we go a more conservative route and we take the medical management approach, and we're able to really get a great effect. And sometimes they go to surgery and then they come to us afterward, and you know, they recover really well from that too. So it depends on the dog and it depends on the condition.
And in case you were wondering about the cost, some pet insurance plans cover physical therapy.
Thank God for pet insurance. Thank you, Pet Plan, because pet insurance pays 80% of everything. You know, the majority of it, of his physical therapy is covered by pet insurance.
Knowing you are leaving your dog with not only a team who is great at what they do, but a team who cares about their patients like they are their own pets.
Every day, knowing that I'm not just helping the pet feel better and function better and maybe live longer, but that we're helping the owners, because the bond between an owner and a pet, you know, as a pet owner yourself, you know, it's huge.
And the team at Bark believes age is just a number.
We say age is not a disease, and we're able to get them, in most cases, to be really maybe not 2 years old again, but playing again, going on long walks again. And so, you know, even if, you know, in the older dogs and some of the younger cases that had an accident or were hit by a car, and the owner thinks my dog will never be, you know, able to do the things they used to do. And then we get them to start doing the things they used to do. And it's amazing to see the joy in the dog and the wagging of the tail, and they're playing with a toy that they haven't played with in a long time, and how that affects the families as well, because they love their dogs. And so it's sort of like this new lease on life.
And a new lease on life is something every pet parent would love to hear. If you would like more information about the Beach Animal Rehabilitation Center, please visit beachanimalrehab.com or call 310-542-2727.